back. Let me go across to Pradeep Datta, who's joining us as well, our senior editor. Well, Pradeep, very interesting to see how today Indians, and these are of course BJP supporters as well, who have lined up outside the Pakistani embassy, and they are calling out Pakistan's lies that they have spread. But this shows that the strategic shift that India has made about naming and shaming Pakistan publicly and openly at global platforms is something that Pakistan's unable to digest.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Pakistan is completely rattled with the new paradigm shift in India's diplomatic strategy as well as in the military strategy. We have already shown that how we can conduct surgical strike and cross line of control, and in diplomacy also we are going to name and shame you and expose you before the international fora that Pakistan is all about. Everybody knows that any kind of terror-related activity, directly or indirectly, is somewhere connected with Pakistan. And when you start giving sermons and lectures to India, obviously the Indian foreign minister will be hitting you back and telling you that what actually you have done all these years. One, you allowed Al-Qaeda to survive, you allowed the Taliban to survive. In Abbottabad area, just near the army headquarters, Osama bin Laden was provided shelter. And so you had been harboring that world-designated terrorist Osama bin Laden responsible for 9/11 attack.
Absolutely.
Several people got killed. So you had been harboring that man. Not only that, you also had been harboring the terrorist.
Absolutely. Sorry to interrupt you, Pradeep. I'll just come back to you. Major General Sinha is joining us. That's what's really irking Pakistan, because they are the ones who are on an FATF blacklist trying to clean up their image, and all they can do is diversionary tactics, point and blame India instead.
The worry of Pakistan is that Pakistan knows very fully well that Modi is going to become Prime Minister again in 2024. You see, Pakistan has been in the past, it has been used to getting a soft approach from the government, central government from India, that is Congress basically. When Mani Shankar Iyer went to Pakistan to plead to Pakistan military that you help us in removing Mr. Modi ji. So the fear of Mr. Modi is so strong in the mind of Pakistanis that they don't know how to handle Modi ji. And therefore, time and again they attack Modi ji. They were very uncomfortable. They know behind 370 removal, it is Modi ji who is responsible. So they are worried. So if he comes for another 5 years from 2024 to 2049, what will happen to Pakistan? Pakistan will be totally, absolutely finished. So that is the worry. So therefore they come out with stupid things, observations that Modi is a butcher of Gujarat. I want to ask Pakistan, what about butcher of Bangladesh, General Niazi? What about butcher of 2611, Jaish Mohammed, Hafiz Saeed? What about butcher of Balochistan, butcher of Sindh, butcher of POK, butcher of Captain Saurabh Kalia? Where are these butchers and what has happened to them?
And General Saab, do you think this can be de-linked from the way that India has given China a bloody nose as well at the LAC, the all-weather ally of Pakistan, that this belligerence is now out in the open?
Obviously, you see, there is a collusion between Pakistan and China. So jointly they keep attacking Modi ji. Both of them are very uncomfortable with Modi ji. So, and at United Nations, whenever they get opportunity, this chant of anti-Modi, anti-India has been, and Kashmir has been there for many years, many decades. There's nothing new in this approach, and this is a diversionary tactics on the part of Pakistan government and Bilawal Bhutto and Pakistan Army General Bajwa also, that they raise this bogey of India, that India will finish you, so the country has to needs to get united. So that this bogey has been being used time and again whenever there is a crisis, internal crisis in Pakistan, and we all know that. So, but the point is, the second aspect I would like to highlight about Mr. Modi's this thing is that in the Godhra train, there are 59 Hindus pilgrims were killed. Who killed them? About 4,000 Muslims stormed into Godhra train near Godhra railway station and savagely massacred Hindu pilgrims. So who started the problem? And it was a Hindu backlash, not Modi ji backlash. Modi ji asked for support from Maharashtra government, and at that time Congress government was there in Maharashtra. No support was given. If Modi ji had evil designs, he would have never asked for support and police support from Maharashtra government. In addition, Modi ji has been cleared by the Supreme Court of India which is the highest authority, legal authority, judicial authority in this country. And therefore, to harp on this theme that Modi ji is a butcher of Gujarat, I think it is carrying thing too far, and it is only divide Pakistan and India, and whatever little chances are there of rapprochement or talk of peace, it will never take place. You can't attack Prime Minister of a country and expect there will be a soft approach and handshaking between the two countries. It's not possible.
Absolutely.
And the problem is we are not at the wrong side of the fence. Pakistan is on the wrong side of the fence. And rightly so, Mr. Jaishankar has said that in Abbottabad, who gave shelter to Osama bin Laden? Who? United Nations. Who are the people who are put on the United Nations international terrorist list? Who? The Pakistanis, Hafiz Saeed and company.
Yes. And which is why perhaps today they stand exposed and embarrassed. They are resorting to attacking India. Thank you so much, General Saab, for joining us. Let me go back across to Pradeep. Pradeep, very pertinent point there made by the General. It's not just anti-India, it's specifically anti-Modi comments and remarks which are being made by Pakistan. That's the man they are targeting, singling out and targeting.
The reason is obvious, and I agree with what General Saab said, that after abrogation of Article 370, Pakistan thought that maybe the Kashmir will be out on street, but nothing of that sort happened. Instead, Kashmiris have rejected Atangwad, they have rejected their Algawad, and they are moving towards the Rashtravad. So that's also irking them. And the second thing is, I think Bilawal Bhutto, instead of speaking against Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he should look back in what exactly is happening in his backyard, because right now Pakistan economy is in tatters, there is a political turmoil, and every day there is a protest going on against army. Everybody says, ये जो दहशतगर्दी है, इसके पीछे वर्दी है. I think they need to control those protests rather than hitting out at Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Everybody knows it is not easy to match charisma.
मांगे बिलावल भुट्टो, पाकिस्तान सरकार माफी मांगे हिंदुस्तान सरकार से, ये हमारी मांग है.
देखिए, ये बहुत ही निंदनीय है. जो इस तरह का बयान है वो किसी भी अच्छे नेता को शोभा नहीं देता, और खास तौर पे जब हमारे भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी के बारे में कोई भी नेता, किसी भी देश का नेता बोलेगा तो इससे ज्यादा प्रदर्शन किया जाएगा. प्रधानमंत्री जी के जो शान में जो ये शब्द बोले गए हैं वो किसी भी सूरत में कोई भी भारतीय और कोई भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी का और कोई भी हिंदुस्तानी बर्दाश्त नहीं करेगा.
ये परवरिश का नतीजा होता है. परवरिश का नतीजा देखने को मिल रहा है. हम लोग यहाँ पर हैं, हमें पता है कि किस तरीके से प्रधानमंत्री की गरिमा होती है उसके पद की. हम उनकी इज्जत करते हैं, उनके प्रधानमंत्री की भी, लेकिन जिस तरीके से उन्होंने ये बयान दिए हैं, बिलावल भुट्टो को पता होना चाहिए कि वो एक राजनीतिक पार्टी के अध्यक्ष हैं. उनको इस तरीके के बयान नहीं देने चाहिए. अगर वो अभी भी नहीं माने तो यकीन मानिए कि पहली एयर स्ट्राइक बहुत ट्रेलर था, अब फिल्म बाकी है, क्योंकि इनका नाम नरेंद्र मोदी जी है. ये 2022 का भारत है. हम यही मांगे कि वो माफी मांगे, सीधे तौर पे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी से माफी मांगे, भारत से माफी मांगे.
You have it, Bilawal Bhutto, Maafi Mango chants there coming in from people who have been protesting against the comments that he has made. In fact, this is the first reaction coming in from the BJP. Listen in to Shehzad Poonawalla, the national spokesperson.
और जैसा कि हम लोग देख रहे हैं, I know you've just been schooled by the External Affairs Minister of India recently, but I guess you need another lesson or two. No, you're not a victim of it. You're a victim of your own actions. We call it karma in India. Hillary Clinton is a better addict that you might probably understand. You cannot keep snakes in your backyard and expect them to only bite.
Well, we'll get you more reactions which are coming in from the BJP, but interestingly, people who have turned up on the streets to protest against Pakistan, they are saying that Pakistan state should apologize.
ये पाकिस्तान इस चीज माफी मांगे और इसको आगे इनको पता चखना पड़ेगा, और इस चीज को आपने आगे आप देख के बात करेंगे.
Protests which you can see on your screens: Pakistan Hi Hi, Bilawal Bhutto, Maafi Mango. These are the chants which are being raised in Delhi as protests have erupted after the comments which were made by Bilawal Ali Bhutto. Let me go across to Pradeep Datta. Pradeep, as we have been discussing, they've singled out the Prime Minister, and no surprises there after the kind of stand that India has taken against Pak-sponsored terrorism and openly naming and shaming Pakistan, exposing it globally.
say there are 2-3 reasons for that, as rightly said by the General Sahib in the past also, because reason being that one, Pakistan is not able to match so far as the economy of the country is concerned. Second, under Modi's leadership, we have seen that how India has grown, how India's diplomatic policy has changed, and on military front also India has sent a message loud and clear, because earlier line of control was treated as a Lakshman Rekha you can't cross, but Prime Minister made it clear that if you are going to breach line of control, we too have got the capacity and capability to cross that. And exactly after the Uri attack, we saw that how first surgical strike was carried out in 2016, and again after Pulwama bombing, Indian Air Force just penetrated deep inside Pakistani territory, went 65 kilometers inside, and they were able to decimate Jaish-e-Mohammed headquarters. And Pakistan stands completely exposed today. Look at the condition of Pakistan. They are going Sri Lanka way. Everybody knows that with every day, with the begging bowl, their Prime Minister is moving from one country to other country, saying that give us some money, because for their survival that's really very important. On the other hand, look at the global forum, what kind of image the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is having. We saw that during Ukraine-Russia war in the initial days.